Hello. As you can see, I may have jumped ahead a bit. So, I finished applying bricks. Now, these bricks are made from foam core. I've previously used them in one of my other builds. So let me just turn around, grab out. So this is, just black foam core bricks. Oh, really? There we go. As you can see, and there's rocks in here to texture them. And then once they were glued on, I end up giving it a whack with a rock as well, just to add a bit more texture to them. And whoops, just moved my light. Now going through and wetting, did some multi-purpose filler, and I'm wetting it to fill in the gaps. And then what I'll do is I've got some paper towel here, and I'll dampen that, and then I'll wipe it as well, just to get rid of the brush lines, as it's leaving a few here and there. And that will let the filler fall into sit in the gaps and leave the bricks sitting upright, and not leave those nasty brush lines, because we don't want those. It'll take away from the realistic look. But this won't add too much weight, I'm hoping. So this will be the main thing that adds the most weight. But it's not like it's any sort of concrete or anything that's going to add a dramatic amount of weight. So anyway, I'm going to truck on with this. And and thank you for anybody who's commented and watched part 1 and 2. It really means a lot. Thank you so much, as always. Let's keep going. So I did it again. I've finished all the brick. As you can see, it's all been left to dry. And I've come home from work and I had dinner. I just went, I can't be stuffed doing anything else, so I just went straight into working on this. And I've put in, the broken planks under the tower, and the lower cannon. I made the cannon out of a old bottle that had glasses cleaner in it, and I just went, bugger it, it's going to be the cannon, the lower cannon. And so I just went ahead, and then I started building the front deck. I just surged ahead. I put in this little bracer thing too at the back here, as this will all be sort of broken up boards, and that it needed to have something there just to have the main sort of boards go across. I don't know if I might need to put another bracer across here, but maybe. Whoop, I just broke something. I did. So yes, I will continue on. I don't know if I want to permanently close this up. It's going to cause problems if I do, but I might as well just do it. Whatever. I'm going to close it up, finish off with these plankings. I've just got 4 more to put there, and then that'll be done for the front bit. And then I can, decide, do across here and get this whole bottom area planked up, and that means I can start doing a little bit more sort of engine area sort of stuff. But I think maybe I'll do the back one first, as originally I was just going to have the balcony separate, but now I've just decided I'm going to connect them all up with just gangplanks everywhere. This may have to. Whoop, I just broke a bit. Bugger it. But this is it's going nicely. So that'll be there. Yeah, I just thought if this thing has walls in it, this may not be high enough. Oh no, he's shooting at the side. No, that'll be fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll continue on. And as always, just keep on trucking. Don't be angry with me, I've done it again. It's the 3rd time I'm saying it in this video, I think. Yeah, so I just surged way ahead here, as you can see. I'm very happy with this front section, with it being all enclosed like that. I've got the little side area done for the side gunner bit. Happy with this part coming around. The back section here for the engineer, I'm a little worried that it's too big. If I bring you down here to the eye level, as you can see how big it is coming off the back of the base. So I'm wondering if I need to just trim it off, because yeah, as you can see, it's hanging off quite a bit. So I'm thinking I might take it off just a bit, or I may just have to build the actual sort of engineer miniature that I'm going to make or use, because I think that about that much needs to be taken off, and then see how much space is needed, because this deck may be way too big. And of course this as well. This of course is going to be the pilot, and I put him on a base, but I'm probably actually take him off that base now that I've really thought about it, and he'll be probably up here in his sort of like crow's nest style piloting area, and yeah, he'll probably need to come off that base, as I've said, and that'll be his posse. Sorry, let me just turn this. I have to use both hands. That'll be his position. Yeah. And this front area, I'll probably end up putting like the couple of extra like Skaven and different things, and I can put things in there. This area at the back here will probably chuck in a whole bunch of warpstone and you know, treasure and all kinds of stuff that the Skaven has probably nicked and so on. I've still got to do a whole bunch of cladding, like the metal cladding on everything, or binding, whatever. All this will have binding and so on and so forth. I might even trim off these corners to make it into a point, so it's more aggressive looking rather than being so flat. But I did put those in, which, yeah, I may just end up removing them. And anything that's like that, it'll just add to the texture on the ship, and I will be adding more texture, of course. Yeah, it's all good, you know. Yeah, I would just, this whole back section is just too big, you know. Just, yeah. But as I said, I'll put the what I'm going to be using for the engineer together, I think, first, and then work out the kind of space that I need for that little rat. And it probably needs, as I said, probably about my finger width of it gone. Yeah. So even that might be... So let's face it, Skaven can climb over everything. It might just be that I have to go back all the way to this board here that I've done here, which is there. So it'll be right there. I'd cut it off, which is like okay. I could always just cut a round section here, so that, or a sort of hexagonal section that the engineer sort of uses to get around. But let's face it, this Skaven, they'll probably just climb on everything anyway, which is the point that I'm actually probably not going to put ladders on this thing anyway. So yeah, how do you get up and down it, or how the Skaven get up and down it? Well, they climb it. I doubt Skaven have to worry about ladders. Even in, is it Mordheim rules? They don't have... They can... I think they can climb sheer surfaces? Or is it... Are they... No, they have to buy that, I believe. But anyway. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, trimming off, because I've gone a bit too big. But that's okay. That's why we do these things. To check them out. But, yeah. I'm like, there's going to actually be that whole engine bit. There's going to be another bit hanging down here. to add at the back, and then the wheels will be, of course, on the bottom here, slightly submerged, and there'll be, as I said, a zombie walking each one, which I've already talked about. But yeah, we're getting there, and yeah, there'll be a level that's enough for, whoopsie, for a Skaven to stand under, probably about that much, and then there'll be the big warp cannon up here. Or if push comes, oh no, I don't really want to put it here on the bottom deck, because it's just gonna yeah, I want it up high. Like it's supposed to be. This just crazy friggin' thing up here is gonna boom everywhere. Anyway, I'll keep trucking on with this one way or the other, and yeah. Alrighty, so as you can see, we've done a whole bunch of trimming around the sides. Again, we've got to do the pilot's area, and then basically the last thing to do around the sides would be, sorry, not just dry, but I needed just something in here to raise this up a bit. But it's all clouded around here now, so at least be closer to the base's actual size. This is brought in, and it's far better. I like this. And again, I'm not sure whether I'll do this kind of wood cladding or defensive cladding or metal. Or I might even do the wood with the metal on top of it, which is what I'm thinking, with just sheets of metal that this Skaven was chucked on top of it. Sort of like down here, but more. And this is going to have, again, this is the sort of, when they stole it from the Empire, this is the actual sort of the Empire's cladding. The Skaven stuff's going to be more ragtag on top of this, and I still have to do some up here to do all this sort of, cover up this sort of crappy bits, and there's supposed to be a lot, some of it across here and everything. But yeah, again, I've still got to do the pilot's sort of crow's nest section here. But yeah, so I always say we, I hate that. But I always say the we is in the royal we, and I friggin' hate it. Again, done around here, all cleaned up. Now it's nice and round. I think I like it better that way. Yeah, I do. With all the back here being trimmed up and making this just a little area around here, rather than being this huge area, I kind of like it better. It's just far more closer into the base and looks a lot better. And I did, again, I was putting together some of the Skaven to begin to be some of the crew itself. So of course, I'll bring a light back. So of course we've got one who will be probably the top gunner. Now he's got this cord over his back, which is definitely going to lead probably to me adding cabling to this itself. So that's good. He'll probably up here somewhere standing on something. I'll probably trim the cabling off here so it goes to it. Shake him on there for now. This one here again, I've got to fill in this with something, this little hole here, but having this sort of pressure thing on the back, I might even put like a little, I've got some, from the Carcharodon Overlords, I've got some like spigot heads, you know, the kind of valve heads, you know, they're called spigots or sprigots, whatever, but they're like a valve head. I'll put it probably there, because this one, I end up cutting a hand off one of the Necromunda kits, and as you can see, it fits rather well. I'll just have to make some fur kind of to cover that up, but works rather well as a grenadier, as there is a grenadier on the Cogfort. So there's a grenadier at least, and where I'll position it, I don't know just yet. I've got sort of a powder monkey character. Again, I've put this on here. I'm probably going to pop that off again, take off these canisters and the hose. It was really a mistake for gluing them on. Keep the bottom bit there, and, or maybe not, I'll probably just replace that with a bit of wood that I've got and make this have a whole bunch of warp stone on it or something. Maybe I'll keep the canisters, I'm not sure yet. On the back here, I'm thinking about, yeah, actually putting, trimming off this metal plate and putting on some, like, seashells and different things, you know. Very sort of Davy Jones inspired, or a lot of these Skaven. But yeah, the idea of this one being running around, running ammo around or whatever. Yeah. Again, this one up here, similar sort of thing. It's an actual sort of mutated rat. There's not really much I can sort of do with it in the way of what its position is. It'll probably be up the top with the main gun as the actual sort of real powder monkey. There'll probably be a gasket on here and some, like, there's a spot here for the cable. Maybe it'll be attached to that one, that guy, and it'll be, you know, a direct sort of, I don't know, gas break or something to be in between the main gun. Or maybe it'll be just off the main gun, literally to deal with some of the radiation or something. I don't know. Again, we've got our side gunner that I'd already put together. He's got his posse already here, already hunky-dory and ready to go. Now this one, we've got another gunner. Now I'll need to check the Cogfort rules and stuff. I'll probably just use him as another interchangeable gunner, and put him somewhere on the front as a sort of magnetized character, whether he'll be on there or off, or he'll just be, you know, just for show on the front. I haven't attached the arm yet because I haven't decided what the weapon will be, or if he will be somewhere else on the thing, because again, I'll check the rules before anything. Now, my engineer, I went kit bashing. Here we go, if you'll come in. So again, this one's a different, again, it's supposed to be something else. He had a pipe in his hand. I've ended up making a shovel out of some plasticard and a Necromunda weapon. It's from the, what are they called? Crowdor kits. One of their staffs. They got lots of wrappings on them, so I just, oh, it's come off a little bit. There is wire in there. Yeah. So yeah, he'll be shoveling warpstone into the back here. So, and the pipe will connect him directly to it. So he'll be standing back here. Just, I'll lift it up to us. Just with a pile of, you know, whether he stands in the doorway or he's over here, I'm not sure. Again, I can shorten up the cable and everything, but he'll be standing somewhere around here, off to the side, I don't know, maybe here even, just with a pile of warpstone, just shoveling in. When I put the sort of hole in here, I'll just drill a hole straight in there and make it look like a furnace, straight into this thing, and there will be like a stack coming out of here. But I also thought, to add to the idea of warp lightning, quite often you see people using these. They're off the top of yogurt, kids' yogurt things. If I wrap this in wire that I've got there, that green garden wire, let's move that out of the way. Got a whole bunch of this green garden wire. It's gonna kind of look like a coil. So I thought, let's maybe, oh, I knocked over my glue. Hope I didn't spill it. No, I didn't. Yeah, like I put that somewhere here or out here or somewhere off to the side and be like a massive lightning coil or a Tesla coil kind of thing that's just bolting out lightning. And then, you know, yeah. So the idea that they're feeding in warpstone and it's just producing energy that gets shot out the cannon through a sort of warpstone that lens that we're going to build with the big, again, the old school warpstone cannon, or warp lightning cannon, excuse me. And of course the pilot, again, he'll be taken off his base and put somewhere there, because he'll be able to see over everything. And we're getting there. I love that. You know, this will be part 3 or 4, I think, now of this video, and I'm happy to say that one more area built here, and then the upper area to build for the cannon, and then just the front section, the cannon itself. Yeah, and it looks like we'll be good. And again, do I need to build the upper section? Yeah, you could arguably say you don't really need to. It could just be sitting on the deck, but I kind of like the idea of the deck having this guy running around with a whole bunch of stuff. The idea that this is all full of warp stone and treasure, I'm very much leaning towards that. Yeah. And again, I'm also leaning towards adding a butt ton of, well, not a butt ton, but a few more just Skaven onto it. Like, just living on it, hanging off it, possibly a flag. I've got, give me 1 second, I'll grab it, because I don't know the kit it's from, I can't think of it, but it's one of the new Age of Sigmar kits, and I can't believe I've forgotten that I had this. I'll be back in 1 sec. So this is what it is. It's from one of the Ogres, what are they called now for Sigmar? They've changed it. Fusiliers, you know, one of those, one of the ones that's, the guy was on his back, the big Fusilier Commander or whatever it was called. I still have this, and I saw it while I was just looking at my bits. Was it yesterday? No, it was last night or whatever. And I went, holy crap. Like, I'm definitely going to use it somewhere on here. It's not going to work, of course, for the pilot here. It's way too small. It's good inspiration, though, for what his area is going to look like. But yeah, it may go somewhere with moved out of. But yeah, it may go somewhere as sort of, I don't know. Maybe not. It may be a bit too much, maybe a bit too high. Oh, that does look okay there. It's just some crazy thing that some Skaven's put on there. But the idea is that he's got, like, the pilot's got a spyglass. He's looking around anyway, so I don't know why he would have one in a crow's nest. I don't know, maybe should I stick? Nah, not stick on the front. But anyway, good idea. If nothing else, it's definitely inspired to what the pilot's area is at least going to look like, in a sense of design. I'll have to make it big enough, of course, to have some kind of panel and stuff. I also found like a nice chaos symbol. Of course, it's round with a whole bunch of spikes and stuff all over it. It could work as a pirate wheel. So, well, not a pirate wheel, a ship's wheel. So yeah, let's keep going and see where we end up. I'll probably upload this one now because there's enough parts now. I think I've got like 3 or 4 parts now. It should make up about a 15 or 20 minute, maybe a little bit longer video. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll keep on trucking with this. And I've also got a new computer, so I am going to again start looking into, well, far better editing software, and somehow how to film on my phone and get it onto my computer to begin to look at editing. And again, that's I'm working part-time now, so that's why a few of the upload things have changed in the sense of how much I'm doing hobby-wise, but I'm trying to do some every night when I come back from work, and yeah, everything is going great at the moment, and this is why I've kicked this project off. I wanted to get it done, and it's something I come home to every night and I'm thoroughly enjoying. And I just want to say thanks to everybody for all the kind words and for watching, and everybody who said great things. Also, if you are out there, please go and check out Summon Lesson Maker. He's done his own Cogfort. He's doing so much now. He went from being like Cogfort to doing like pirate vampires to doing his own army now. I could see myself doing more pirate Skaven and basically doing a whole bunch of Clan Skaven stuff. Even though I'm not going to call them Clan Skaven, I'm going to call them, as I said, the Bilge Fleet. And I've already got lore and stuff worked out for them all. And yeah, it's and more ideas for more vessels. Because I had a whole bunch of ideas of what to do for this Cogfort, and I settled on the inspiration, which is the Marienburg rolling fort that was like, there is a kit out there, I think, for it that was metal, I believe, or at least somebody made something like it, and yeah, so that's the one that got my mind. But there was a whole bunch of different things and research I did into Clan Skaven and all the vessels they used to have in Manowar, and the Black Leviathan, that I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, that the clan leader had, where it was, even though he was like a vampire like vassal essentially, where he resurrected a giant Dead Sea creature. I had ideas of doing weird stuff like that. I even had an idea of doing something for the Ideneth Deepkin for a Cogfort, but it would be very different, because I'm just going to say it, because I'm probably never going to do it. I don't have the skills. Maybe if I get better at 3D modeling, is to actually, like, for the Deepkin would be to have an octopus with netting over it, and that all their stuff would say hang off the netting, in a sense that they would have, you know, your sort of pilot area, who would have your pilot, who would sort of be the person who is not in control of the thing, but sort of is commanding the octopus, or in speaking to the octopus. The person who controls the weapons on one side, the person who controls some kind of large weapon on top, whether that's probably some kind of magical sort of, some kind of like seashell that opened and fired something. But the idea of the bottom weapon here would simply be the octopus's beak just shooting out like pressured water at high, you know, like just extreme speed, you know, I can't think of what the phrase I'm thinking of, but you know what I mean, highly pressurized water or ink or whatever, just shooting water. And then, you know, it's got tentacles and stuff, so that would match its physical feat, you know, the Cogfort fighting and so on. Yeah, and then you could, yeah, it was there was an idea I just had. But again, the idea of making it and so on, it would take the octopus itself would take a bit of effort. But it is a good idea. It is a good idea, and it's something different. And it's something that if Games Workshop was like doing stuff like this, and everybody had a sort of Cogfort equivalent, that would be them, you know, or that would be the idea for them. But yeah, anyway, again, thank you very much. Go check out, as I said, Summon Lesser Maker. 52 Miniatures is also doing his own Cogfort, so please go check out his work as well. That's another inspiration. And yeah, he's building his mostly from scratch, like I am, like scratch build and kit bashing. So please go and support other creators, because, you know, we're not alone in this space. Again, thanks very much for watching, and cheers.